Hey guys, Miss Feynman. I just wanted to take you guys on another virtual field trip. Today we're going to be going to China, and I have a story here about my field trip books. This one is Living in China. So I wanted to read along with you guys and include also in our video of our virtual field trip. So be sure to click on the link and be able to share the experience as we go on our field trip today. Living in China. This is written by Chloe Perkins and illustrated by Tom Woolley. The illustrator draws the picture. Title page, Living in China. Ni hao. Can you say ni hao? That means hi in Mandarin Chinese. My name is Jin and I live in China. China is a country in Asia where more than 1 billion people live, including me. Do you notice something different? Do their houses look the same or different as ours? China is a very big country. It is the 4th largest country in the world. I see different types of terrain in their country. Maybe a desert, mountains, forest, rivers. Because of its size, China is home to all sorts of deserts, mountains, rainforests, and rivers. Few people live in northwestern China. In the north, it is the Gobi Desert, one of the largest deserts in the world. In the west are the Himalayan mountains. Many of the highest mountains on earth are part of this mountain range, which crosses through 5 countries. Southern China and its islands are home to rainforests. The rainforests are filled with animals such as tigers, monkeys, and elephants. China's longest rivers, the Yellow and the Yangtze, run through central and eastern China. Most people live in eastern China in cities along the coast. China has some big cities. Shanghai is amongst the biggest cities in the world. More than 24 million people live there. Hong Kong is also big. It has the most skyscrapers of any city in the world. Xi'an is one of the oldest cities in China. Many cool museums and artifacts from China's history can be found there. Beijing is our capital. My favorite part of Beijing is the Forbidden City. It's a huge palace where the emperor once lived. I live in a city in eastern China called Hangzhou. I live with my mom, dad, and Aunt June in an apartment. Hangzhou is famous for its beautiful lake, Sihu, and many temples. My mom works at a bank, and my dad works for a power company. Aunt June moved in with us last year. She came to find a good job. In China, many people move to cities to find better jobs. Each morning, I wake up, brush my teeth, and put on my school uniform. Then I meet my family in the kitchen for breakfast. Do you brush your teeth before school? Today we are eating noodles with eggs and spring greens. In China, we eat most of our food with chopsticks. Have you ever used chopsticks to eat? After breakfast, I take the public bus to school with my dad. School starts at 7:30, and there are 35 kids in my class. Our first lesson is about China's history. Do they go to a school similar to ours? We have desks, chairs, and guess what? They have a teacher. People have been living in China for at least 40,000 years. In 221 BCE, Emperor Qin brought many parts of China together. He began building the Great Wall to protect China from the Mongol tribes in the north. In 206 BCE, the Han Dynasty came to power. A dynasty is a family that rules a country for a long time, sometimes hundreds of years. During the Han Dynasty, there were great improvements in farming. Over the next 1,000 years, dynasties came and went. Under the Tang Dynasty, China had a great military. The Song Dynasty focused on art and science. Then in 1271, the Mongols invaded China. My favorite part of history is learning about all of China's great inventions. The Chinese are credited with inventing paper, printing, silk, and guess what? Fireworks. A Tang emperor is even said to have made the first ice cream. Thank you to that emperor. After history class, we have math and reading. Then it's lunchtime. I'm eating white rice, pork, and dal cabbage. Next, it's time for science class. In science class, we're learning about animals and plants from prehistoric times. We learned about plants last week too. Remember the Gobi Desert? 80 million years ago, the Gobi Desert was home to dinosaurs. Every year, scientists dig in the desert and find dinosaur eggs and bones. What an adventure. Next, I have English and computer class, just like we do. On other days of the week, I also have art, music, and gym class. Hey, that's the same as our school. School ends at 4 o'clock, but today I'm staying late for extra help on homework. She has classes like Miss Whiteman. My dad picks me up, and we buy baozi to eat on the walk to the bus stop. That's like a snack. Baozi are steamed buns with different fillings. Mine has onions, rice, and pork. Yum! When we get home, my dad and I talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Dragon Boat Festival. We celebrate the poet Chu Yuan, who lived more than 2,000 years ago. Each year, people race dragon boats and eat tasty rice dumplings called zongzu. I have the day off from school, so my dad and I are going to see the race. I'm so excited. Aren't those fun-looking boats? They are shaped like dragons. What a fun day. Aunt June and I set the table for dinner. My dad made vegetables, rice, and fish in a vinegar gravy sauce. We will also have a soup for dinner after dinner. It looks delicious. After dinner, I get ready for bed. I flip through my mom's old passport book and look at all the places she's been. When I grow up, I want to visit lots of countries too. Would you like to visit China someday? And this is all about China. If you guys want to freeze the page and read it with your kids. I hope this is encouraging you to explore different countries and learn about different countries while we're on break. You can do plenty of virtual field trips. I know China is one of my places I would love to see. Our friend Fei, her mom is from China, and Fei actually lived in China for a good while before she moved to America. Fei has taught us so much about diversity in our classroom and another country and how to speak different languages. Remember when she taught us how to say ni hao, to say hello? Yes, she did a great job teaching us this year. Just wanted to give a little shout out to Fei because I know this is a very important place in their heart is China. Bye guys, make sure to click on the link for the field trip. Bye.